Hi all, today I am going to talk about the next concept of file system. In this video, we are going to see about directory operations. Directory operations are creation, deletion, renaming, listing, searching. Creation means adding a new directory or a file to the structure. Deletion, removing a directory or file. Renaming, changing the name of a directory or file. Listing, displaying the contents of a directory. Searching, locating a directory or file within the structure. Path name, absolute path, specifies the location of a file or directory from the root directory, providing a complete address. Relative path's name, absolute path, specify the location of a file or directory from the root directory, providing a complete address. For example, home. In this home, user, documents, and inside of the document it is file. File in the sense file structure is a text file. Then next, relative path. Relative path specifies the location relative to the current directory. So if currently we are in user directory means in this case documents, inside of the documents we have some text file, so that only shown in the relative path. So next one, file system mounting process involves attaching a file system to a directory structure at a specific point known as the mount point. This process makes the file system accessible to users and applications. Mount point, a directory in the existing file system where the new file system will be attached. For example, mounting a USB drive at this location makes its contents accessible from the directory. Mount command. The operating system typically provides a mount command that specifies the device and the mount point. For example, in Unix-like systems, and the command mount attaches the file system on the device to the directory. Unmounting. Unmounting means the process of detaching a file system from the directory structure, ensuring that any pending changes are returned and the file system is safely removed. This is important for preventing data corruption and ensuring data integrity. File protection, access control, mechanisms to control who can access or modify files. These controls are essential for ensuring data security and privacy. Permissions typically include read, which means short form R, write, which means short form W, and execute, which means short form X permissions. These can be set for different categories of users. Example, owner, group, others. User groups. Users can be organized into groups to simplify permission management. Each file or directory can have different permissions for the owner, the group, and others. Example, in Unix-like system, a file might have permissions read, write, execute, read, execute, write. Read, meaning the owner can read, write, and execute. The group can read and execute, and others can only read. Access control list provide more fine-grained control over file permissions. ACLs allow, which means access control list allow, specific permissions to be set for individual users or groups beyond the basic owner, group, or others model. Example, an ACL might specify that user Alice has read and write permissions, while user Bob only has read permissions. So these are all the file protection which we discussed under this file protection. Access control, user groups, and access control list. Access control, we have the in this topic, inside of this topic we can see that we have seen the permissions. What kind of the users can access that particular file, which can be explained by user groups, and what kind of the list we have given to the users, which is access control list. Thank you.